The Super Nintendo was my first console, and to me, this is still the greatest console of all time. Is that nostalgia? Maybe a little bit, but the gaming library is almost unrivaled. And today we're going to talk about a gem that is not forgotten, but I think is greatly underrated. Super Mario World 2, the sequel to Super Mario and the precursor to Super Mario 64. It was Nintendo's last hurrah for a long time in 2D platforming, because they knew 3D was coming, so they took out all the stops for this game. And it's also, for trivia reasons, is the 8th best-selling Super Nintendo game of all time. But first, let's hop in. Let's hop right into the story. While the stork is delivering the Mario brothers, Mario and Luigi, Comic, whatever his name is, comes to kidnap him. They get Luigi, and Mario falls from a catastrophic height and somehow survives like it's nothing. Then the friendly dinosaur tongue-licking being, Yoshi, all the Yoshis, take him on a journey through a bunch of wonderful locales and levels to rescue his brother and help the Super Mario Brothers. It's basically it's a cute origin story. Being a cute origin story is totally inspired by that for its art style. It's the reason why it has a hand-drawn look. It uses a Super FX Chew Chip, so it was after games like Donkey Kong Country, which was more of a realistic looking game. Super Nintendo wanted to do something different. They wanted to have nice bright pastel colors to resemble a storybook, and it really worked out to a game that I think still looks incredible today. And I think it also set a precedent for Nintendo, or an example to follow. It's one of the first times where Nintendo said, we don't have to be graphically the best. We don't have to go for realistic graphics. We can be more about art style. And you can see that today, how it doesn't compete with its competitors in terms of graphical strength. It relies more on art style and creativity, which I think is a blessing. And it owes a lot to this game right here, and it's a success. Now, this game isn't all sizzle and no steak. Yes, it looks incredible, but the thing that stands the test of time even better than the graphics is the gameplay. In this game, Yoshi is the main character. He's who you control. He has a great jump. He has a flutter. He can aim eggs. He swallows enemies, and pretty much, I don't know the correct word. It makes a cute, almost endearing way for a dinosaur to use this gecko-like tongue to swallow enemies and defecate it to a shell. Hey, go figure. Nintendo creativity. But one of my favorite things about Donkey Kong Country, Mario, and the Rayman games is that unlike the Mario games, there's not a sense of momentum. And what I mean by that is that you can stop on a dime. And so to me, the controls always feel more precise with that. And another thing this game really succeeds at, better than the other Mario games or other 2D Mario games that came before, is the boss fights are creative, they're fun, and they're a super strong point with the game. Because there's a lot more puzzle solving in the game. There's so many different secrets. There's so many bonus levels, and I love how you can just get through a level just simply to get through the level, but if you want to ramp up the challenge and the difficulty, and it's not a super difficult game by any means, but if you want to ramp up the difficulty and test your skills, getting all the secrets in the level, incredible. Another small gripe I have, well, pretty much there's only two small gripes I have. One is the vehicle sections. They don't control as well as the rest of the game, and so they're not as enjoyable as the rest of the game. Some of them are awesome. There is one section that is completely incredible. Is when Baby Mario hops off, he gets like the little super invincibility star. That is it's endearing, it's awesome, and it still goes on to Mario today, which I think is a great testament. But another thing is the baby crying, the sound effects. It makes sense. Babies, they cry, but I always appreciate it after I had my first child. That my son sounded nothing like a crying Mario, because I don't know what I would have done. So I know that future parents, that your baby's gonna cry. They probably won't cry as bad as Mario. Oh, all right, I got you, Mario. Chill out. Oh no. All right, I'm coming. Just chill, Mario. Just chill. I'm coming. Come on, you act like a baby. I guess you are a baby. Okay, I got it. I'm glad that's over. Let's continue this journey. Let's find your brother. We'll be fine. Again? Alright, we're good. Wow. Look, that's a small gripe. It makes sense why your focus is getting to Mario back before the timer goes down. And another thing about the timer going down is that one of the hardest parts about the game is keeping the timer at 30 seconds. So making sure you don't get bumped by anything. So if Mario was never on Yoshi's back, is he invincible? Oh, I mean, mine is lava. He's pretty much invincible. But what I really enjoy is, even though the game is cute, it controls awesome, I feel like Nintendo didn't just play it safe. They didn't make a Super Mario World 2 and just made new levels of Super Mario World. They changed up the gameplay significantly. And Nintendo did this a lot earlier on, and they did it today as well. You see it with the Breath of the Wild, how different it is. You see it with how different Super Mario Galaxy was from Sunshine, and how different the new Super Mario Odyssey is from the Galaxy games as well. Now you know, nobody can talk about this game, or pretty much any great Super Nintendo game, without mentioning how great the soundtrack was. The music, like the rest of this game, easily just stands the test of time. I love all the cutesy tunes, and sometimes while I'm playing, I find myself just humming along. And you see that Nintendo is not afraid to switch up and change their famous IPs. They're not afraid to try different things with them and new things with them and innovate with them, which I think is such a testament to why they still make awesome games today. And don't forget, this game helped teach kids the dangers of drugs. Don't tell me you forget the stage, touch fuzzy, get dizzy. Hope y'all learned from that. Don't do drugs, kids. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you realized the impact this game really had on Nintendo, and how I think it showed them that they can reinvent their franchises again, and they continue that lesson throughout their history. Hope to check you on the next one. Join the nation. Peace.